Every 12 minutes, a new light rail train would arrive from the downtown, disgorging its many passengers. It was not long before I had several companions also waiting in the hot sun for the very late eastbound bus. There was a young woman who was obviously a student at the State University. Unlike those of us now working for a living, she could wear shorts and flip-flop sandals. There was a middle-aged woman wearing medical scrubs. I assumed that she either worked in a hospital or in a doctor's office. She was obviously distressed because the bus was so late. Probably has to pick up some kids at daycare, I surmised. Then, there was a heavy-set male commuter wearing a dark blue Hawaiian shirt. I soon learned that he had appointed himself as the official spokesperson for the bus company. Probably caught in heavy traffic because of some kind of accident, he mused. The bus can't fly, you know. Always gets pretty gnarly up at the merge. Bus just stuck in traffic. Not the driver's fault. Thank you, Mr. Hawaiian Shirt. Glad that you can fully explain what you don't know, I thought. None of us know anything. All we know is that the bus is late and we're really hot. I had been waiting in the hot August sun for over an hour when the 3:12 train arrived, and its passengers spilled out. One of the last to emerge was Bicycle Guy. That's what I called him. It would only be much later that I would know his name. Bicycle Guy pulled his bike, 3 knapsacks, and his guitar off the train, and began to amble toward us. He was smoking a cigar. His aroma reached us before he did. When he came to the only tree in the otherwise desolate transportation hub, he leaned his bike against it, dumped his knapsacks on the ground, and then gently placed his guitar within the slim patch of the tree's shade. With his guitar carefully placed, he turned to those of us who were impatiently waiting and asked, "Is this where the bus from Auburn comes?"
Listen up, this is my decree. I call the shots. I'm in control, it's just me. I won't be owned, manipulated or contained. I pave my own way, my destiny unchained. I do what I want, no one's gonna hold me down. Except for you, boy, you turn my world around. You break me free from my self-imposed walls. With you I surrender my heart in thralls. I'm unbreakable, fierce and invincible. A force that can't be tamed, I'm unstoppable. I'll rise above, conquer everything inside. Hey man, watch me shine, I'm taking flight. Watch me shine, I'm taking flight. Hey man.
I like riding at night. It really focuses my energy. When I rode over the Rockies last spring, I did an overnighter. Better to keep going. Don't ever stop. Mr. Hawaiian Shirt is clearly irritated. Just trying to be helpful. Do whatever you are going to do. Smiling knowingly, Bicycle Guy speaks with quiet determination. I always do only what I want to. The conversation ended altogether when Mr. Hawaiian Shirt got off the bus at the mall. I stayed on for 2 more stops. As I disembarked, I found myself mumbling about the inept bus system. Later, during the evening at my own house, the Bicycle Guy's words stayed with me. I always do only what I want. I always do only what I want. Nice idea, but won't work in reality. Most of us never do only what we want. But I do, his voice replied as if it were a voice from the dead. Night Rider Up to Truckee, an original story from Appaloosa Radio, Chapter 2, News Article. Two days later, I was reading a local newspaper when a small news item caught my attention. Transient killed riding bicycle at night on Interstate 80. Not much more. The driver of the pickup was not at fault, said the California Highway Patrol spokesperson. The bicycle had swerved unexpectedly into oncoming traffic. The article did give a name, David Wayne Kirkby, and said that the transient carried an expired driver's license from Tennessee. The whole affair should have ended there. I should have returned to my normal life. I had a moderately well-paying job, a great girlfriend, Terri, and a very playful golden retriever, Roger Dodger. Really, I had a pretty comfortable life. Sure, I griped about some things. Okay, a lot of things. But overall, my life was pretty good. I should have been satisfied. Nonetheless, after meeting David Wayne Kirkby, I found that I was having sleepless nights worrying about him. Why had he ridden over the Rocky Mountains? What was he doing in Tennessee? Why did he treat his guitar with such special respect? And, most frequently, what drove him to ride his bicycle up such a dangerous highway? He was meeting some musician friends. Who were they? Why did he have to get there? Mr. Hawaiian Shirt was right. It was suicidal to ride a bicycle up Interstate 80 in the dark. David Wayne. Kirkby was stupid to attempt such a ride. He had been warned, but as he himself had said, there was no dissuading him. He always did only what he wanted to, for reasons that I still do not understand. I wanted to know more about this David Wayne Kirkby. So I called my friend Stan, the private detective. Stan had been a mortician before his career as a private eye. He used to answer his phone with things like, "You stab 'em, we slab them." However, now he answers his phone much more professionally since his primary income comes from investigating accident and casualty cases for several of the shyster lawyers who advertise all the time on TV. "Stan, there is somebody I'd like you to look up. Is there any money in it?" No. He was a transient who just got killed trying to ride his bike at night up to Truckee. So, you're going after the driver. Probably pure negligence. Fell asleep at the wheel and swerved into the poor helpless bum. Every bum needs an advocate. I am not pursuing a case. I can't see a way that anyone can make money off this. So, you want me to do some legwork, but it won't generate one dime. Why? I am just interested in knowing about him. He was on the bus with me the day before he died. Okay, he sighed. What are the particulars? Stan did some searching, and a few days later, he called back with what he had found. Your David Wayne Kirkby was 39 years old, born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri. Back in 1994, he was arrested in Colorado Springs for transporting drugs, and he served 7 years in various medium-security federal prisons. Stan continued. I found his parents. Both are still living. They are retired school teachers who have lived in the same house for 45 years. They said that Davy was an outstanding high school athlete, who was also an accomplished musician. They said he could play every instrument in the band, and had, even for a while, sang in a local opera company. At 19, he dropped out of college and decided to make a career in country music. He worked first in Branson as a backup musician, and then went to Nashville. His parents did not know how he ended up transporting drugs. Nevertheless, they were in court for the whole trial, and they often visited their son while he was in prison. They did not know that he had recently been in California and could not understand why he felt a need to get to Truckee. No one they knew lived there. Now are you satisfied? Unfortunately, I was not satisfied. I still wanted to know more about this guy. Stan was emphatically negative. You're bloomin' crazy. Well, good luck. Maybe your ghost friend will come back and talk to you. I hoped not. He had already done that once.
I hope not. He had already done that once.